moments. Get myself together. Excuse the mess on the table. You know, this is life. I'm just glad it's quiet here. I'm going to bring up the Facebook page. 3-day fast for is anybody gonna tune in? Why is my hair on the side as well? I never get curly hair. Do. Well, I've spent the whole day at the PC. As you can see, I look the same as I did earlier. I literally haven't moved except to go and get my son after he finished work. And my dog's been there all day too. There you go, I've got to move the opposite way. So I'm going to start with motivation. So I put 2 curious posts out. So it's basically me just trying to get to know who's in the group, what you're struggling with, kind of what you get stuck with, what you want to do. And Sharon has said that she is struggling to get the motivation to exercise, and it's quite difficult to work out at home, and it sucks. Now, I am a coach that likes to train people in person. I'm not into the Zoom training. I find it difficult to do a workout in my own home because there's too many things that can distract me, the dog being one of them. And my response to Sharon was, what exercise does she enjoy? And this question is really important for all of you too. We're never going to be motivated to do anything we don't want to do and we don't enjoy. You didn't like going to school and you're only going to put your attention into something that you kind of get some value from. It kind of benefits you in a major way, not just in a little way. There has to be benefits for you in order for you to do it and stick with it and want to do it. So usual questions for me is, what do you enjoy doing? If you don't really enjoy doing anything and you really hate working out at home, then don't worry about it. It's not going to be the end of the world. Most important thing most of us will need to do is just get up and move. Go outside for a walk. And even that is really difficult to do because right now I would have finished work and it's dark outside. I don't like walking the dog in the dark, not only because I can't see the dog mess on the floor, but it doesn't really benefit him or me. Daylight's really important for us as humans anyway, and just to make sure that we kind of get into a good rhythm of everything. So motivation is not something that we can ever rely on in order to do anything. I'm never motivated to do my work, let alone do a workout myself. It is easier to do it with other people, so we have to find ways that we can help our bodies, because one of the things that I would exercise for is so I feel good. If I don't work out, if I don't do any exercise at all, my back starts to hurt. If none of you are aware, I actually slipped a disc 2 years ago now, nearly 3 years. It'll be 3 years in May. So I find, and again, I've got disc degeneration and crunchy neck, but it doesn't stop me doing something. But if I don't do anything for a certain amount of time, then my body starts to ache. And this is why we just think that getting old is a reason we shouldn't do things or we can't do things. 10 minutes of just stretching would be good, even 5 minutes. Just, even if it's just breathing exercises whilst you're laying down on your back and just trying to connect with your abs. You know, the more we try and give attention to a muscle group, the more benefit we're going to get. But then you've got to understand, why do you even want to do that? I want to exercise because I don't want to suffer with pain. I need to exercise so my back doesn't go again. I like to exercise because it helps me feel good. Again, I feel quite powerful when I train, but I lift weights and there's just something that I love about it. It helps relieve my neck tension as well. I'm sitting at the computer, I tend to shrug up a lot, so I focus. It gives me time to focus on how my body feels, what it's actually doing, and how I can help it feel better. makes you healthy. Moving is good for us. You know, we're meant to climb and explore and play and dance and just do anything that makes us feel good. So even putting on a couple of your favourite songs, that is still exercise. Just because you're dancing around in your kitchen or your living room, that's still some beneficial activity for your body and for your mind. And those two go hand in hand. If your head is not in it, your body's not going to do it because you're not going to want to do it. So we really need to make sure that it's enjoyable, make it easy to do. So it needs to be something that you don't have to wait to do, or you can talk yourself out of it. You need to make it really simple. So maybe consider what time of the day is going to be best for you before you start to lose that motivation. For me at the moment, it is as soon as I get up, because I have to take my eldest to work. I have to drop him off in Daventry. I go to the gym and work out. That's at 6:30 in the morning, and if I didn't do that, I know I would still be in bed, and then I'd just come downstairs, sit at the computer, and I probably wouldn't move all day. And by the end of the day, I would have talked myself out of it because I'm tired. I've got to sort dinner, and I just want to sit down and relax some more. So really focusing on why you actually want to exercise and the benefits it's going to bring to you and how that's going to help you feel better, look better, change your life. What benefits is it bringing you? And another good tip is, you know, don't just focus on now. It's always got to be, you've always got to be a few steps ahead. So what do you want to be like in 10 years from now? Are you doing anything that's going to help you get there? Because if we're not taking action now, then we're just prolonging it and we're never going to get better. Facebook's flashing some stuff up for me. So think to the future and what is it that you want? And are you doing anything and making choices that help you live that way and be that person? And more importantly, it's about giving yourself time. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be helping Dawn achieve her goals. That's not going to be through exercise. It is going to be focused on what's going on in and around her life as a busy business owner. She's doing a lot to help other people. And often we get caught in that trap of never putting ourselves first. And then we're just reacting to situations that happen in a moment in our lives, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's got a major impact on you, but we just get stuck trying to help everybody else. So a lot of that comes to dealing with stress and sleep. So we've got to explore the other things that are going on in and around your life. And it's really boring, and I really know everybody was probably hoping that this 3 steps to fat loss forever in the 3 days would mean you get some miracle answers to sort your shit out, lose the weight, and never have to worry about it again. But nothing happens unless we make the choices to make it happen, unless we do the things to make it happen. I didn't become a PT without putting in all the learning hours and the studying, which still goes on today, and the research of the papers and the upskilling of what comes out, because I do consider myself to be evidence-based, which is why I will slam people that sell and promote fast fixes, diets, magic challenges that kind of promise people the world when it doesn't actually get you anything but disappointment. So the whole point of this was to get you to pay attention to what you're eating, why you're eating it, what your sleep's like, how often you sleep, how you feel when you sleep, whether it's regular, what things are stopping you, are you waking up in the night? All these things matter because they will influence the choices that you make. And the choices you make will either help you get your results or keep you where you are, or worse. And then you've got activity, and it is just trying to get you to do things that help your body move more. Sometimes exercise isn't the most important thing for people, so that's why I've not focused on it within this challenge. And yes, there are lots of follow along videos that you can follow, not only on social media but on YouTube as well. But again, you've got to enjoy it, you've got to want to do it, so make it fit your life, and just promise yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just get up and do something. Even if it's walking fast outside, just get up and do something, stretch. If you're stressed out, stretch. Put your hands in the air, move side to side, put some music on, start moving around when you're in the kitchen, like put some music on, dance. Ladies that go to IB, walk the bloody catwalk. When you are in your house, strut, make everybody laugh, you'll make yourself laugh. I know when I did it with you lot, it made me feel amazing, and it's something that I shared today because they spoke about a power pose. And this is all about helping people feel confident and alert and just ready to seize the day. But yeah, you do it to break the ice. It's just do something that makes you feel good. Don't focus on having to, beast your body and sweat in a puddle in your living room floor that you've then got to clean up. Make it enjoyable for you. Don't stress about it if there's other things that you can focus on in your life that will be easier for you to start losing weight. And as I've said in the other videos, if you want to know how you can start to do that and get my opinion on where you should start, let's have a chat. This 30 minutes, 10 minutes, tell me what's going on, and I will tell you how you can sort your shit out. And it often doesn't involve getting a PT or paying for something that you can just learn to do yourself. These groups were to help hold you accountable and to give you quality information. And that's 10 minutes of me rambling on about motivation, exercise, and why you don't need to do it. Unless you want to be a badass, fat burning machine that feels great, doesn't ache unless it's muscle pain. And you can do all the things that you want to do when you're 90, if you want to live to 90. So again, understand why you want to do something. Other things that I wanted to talk about, because I see it a lot, hormone fixes, fat loss fixes for women that have got polycystic ovarian syndrome or going through perimenopause or have hit menopause. There's no magic fix. It all comes down to the 3 things that I've given you in this daily workshop. Make sure you're sleeping well, make sure you're nourishing your body, and you're trying to maintain a calorie deficit or in maintenance. You don't always want to be eating in a calorie deficit. We need to have regular breaks. That's why there's the whole cheat meal, treat weekends and whatever. It was a way to give bodybuilders an opportunity to give their metabolisms a rest from the drastic dieting that they do and allow it to kind of pick up the pace a little bit more. And as I'm sure you're all aware, that just kind of got taken out of context and people thought it was something they could do in their diet. It's the same as fasting. It's just giving your body a break from eating food. It is beneficial, not in the way that most people think, because if you do it right, then you're not overwhelming your body with masses of food and you're in a calorie deficit. So it made it easy for people to stick to. Again, if you're not going to eat until 12 o'clock in the day and you have to stop eating at 6 p.m. or 8 p.m, that's a small window, especially for people that are at work. So how many calories could you realistically eat if you starved yourself all day? If you saw my video on Tuesday and I updated the post today, I had that one meal. I didn't really eat much in the day. I had a couple of eggs and 2 processed fruit bars, naked bars. And I think I hit around 2,600 calories. Did that put me in a calorie deficit? Yeah, but if I eat like that all the time, probably not. And what do I do on the weekends? So fasting, again, whilst it is good, it's not a fix all your problems. The same as not eating after 6, no carbs, no fat, low carb, high protein. They're all ways for you to eat and be in a calorie deficit. When you look into detail of all these diets that you can do, whether it's skipping meals or Mediterranean, you've got paleo, whatever diet you want to do, even the Joe Wicks, it's usually just going to eliminate certain food groups like your sugars, your pastries, your chocolate bars, your sweets, your alcohol. So by cutting stuff out like that, you're less likely to eat too much, therefore putting yourself in a calorie deficit. Eating clean is a load of BS as well. I think you've just got to realise what I tried to say on Tuesday and eat to be healthy. It's getting that balance. And a lot of people are like, well, what does balance even mean? And it's not like a 50-50 approach. It's eating to feel good, eating to lose weight, but also allowing yourself to enjoy food that you do enjoy without feeling restricted, without feeling like you're starving, without any guilt, emotions, feelings attached, and applying words like you can't have this, you shouldn't eat this, it's good, it's bad, it's just food. And if you want it, you need to give yourself permission to eat it. But you also need to check in with yourself and make sure you're not doing something in reaction to a situation or a person, circumstances, whatever. Just don't do it. So balance just means you're just aware of the choices that you're making. It doesn't come with any attachment of emotions or feelings. You're not punishing yourself or rewarding yourself for eating or doing something, and it's enjoyment. It removes the stress from your life. It doesn't mean you need to do loads of Tupperware. It is, whether it's an 80-20, so 80% of the stuff that you eat is nourishing your body, 20% are the little treats that you like to enjoy. It is your chocolate bars. There's no right way to do anything, but there's plenty of wrong ways to do it, because if you're going to force yourself to do something that doesn't work well for you and you try to keep doing it, you're going to lose motivation, you're going to quit, you're going to fail. Then you get frustrated. And it seems to be this vicious cycle that a lot of women end up getting stuck in, but they'll always go back to what they've done before. Hopefully all that's sinking in. Just check to see if there's anything. No, there isn't. It's just me waffling. And there's no hopefully all that's comments. So going on from the post that was released this morning where it said I was going to go live at 6 p.m, looking at all those words, when you fill it in with all the other words that you've heard throughout your life, all the methods and the tricks and the tips and the hacks that you've tried before, there is nothing that is going to help you melt away the fat, burn the fat, shrink your waistline without you helping your body be in a calorie deficit consistently and increasing your activity levels. I think we have to think, I want to encourage you all to think about living a healthier, more active life than you do now. And I appreciate that it's going to be really difficult right now. I'm not a great one for walking in the day. Again, as a business owner, I tend to sit at the computer a hell of a lot at the moment. And aside from my workouts in the morning, it can be hit and miss in how I feel. So I don't rely on motivation. I just don't want to let myself down because I don't want to suffer. So to finish off this live video, I'd like you to kind of ask yourselves, and you need to take some time with this because you're not going to get the answer straight away. It does need you to kind of dig deep. Why do you want to lose weight? What is it that weight loss is going to bring you? How is that weight loss going to benefit your life now and in the future? What is losing that weight going to allow you to do that you can't do right now? Think of all those things and then write down the honest answers. This is you being completely open and raw with yourself. It could be really emotional, but when you get it, you will feel like you have a little bit more control back. If you need to speak with me, please speak with me. I am going to put in the link for my D60 Mind and Body Facebook group. And again, I don't allow any selling to go on there. I don't even sell in that group myself. There's just helpful information like you've got in this group. Occasionally there'll be some videos that I link up with in Team IB, which is my gym business. But ultimately my goal is to help busy people, mums, professionals, get back control over their life and stop stressing themselves out. It becomes overwhelming. I did it in lockdown 1. This is why D60 method was created. And this is, for me, what I see as the best approach into helping people be free from the diets and start living the life that they want and having the body that they want. Answer those questions. I am going to write them down as a post as well. If you need to reach out to me, reach out to me. I will happily answer your questions. If I don't get back to you immediately, it means I've just switched off, but I will respond to you. I never leave people hanging. If you need to put some comments because you want to get some feedback from other people, please do that. I'm going to keep this group open for another week, so I will shut it down on Wednesday next week. And I'll also put the link in for my other Facebook group. If you didn't get out of this group what you thought you were going to get out of it, please let me know, because I'm going to keep doing these sort of groups, because ultimately I need to help people just understand the only way to lose weight is those 3 steps that I've given you all here. It's not easy. You are going to have struggles along the way. You probably will even quit at some point. But if you can always remember those 3 little things and start kind of recognizing what may have changed in your life that's resulted into you falling off the wagon, you'll be able to get back on and just get results really quickly. If you want to pick my brains about any diets in particular, I will happily jump on a FaceTime with you, or just a phone call, or even just message. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you thought. And yeah, enjoy your evening. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.